Hello everyone and welcome back, it's Hayward again, and today I'll be pairing the Theraphosa stirmi or the Burgundy Goliath Birdeater. And so the T stirmi is from a genus called Theraphosa, which consists of 3 species, the T blondi, T apophysis, and now the T stirmi. And they're the 3 Goliath bird-eaters, the 3 largest tarantulas out there, and the T stirmi is probably the biggest one out of the 3. The first species of Theraphosa, the Theraphosa blondi, was actually described all the way back in 1804 as Miguel Blondi, and in 1870 they created a new genus called Theraphosa for this particular species. This genus actually remained monotypic, so there were only 1 species up until 2001, when they decided to move the apophysis to the Theraphosa genus. And before that, the apophysis was actually known as the Pseudo-Theraphosa apophysis, pseudo meaning similar to Theraphosas, and they were considered different because of the presence of tibial hooks on matured males and some slight differences on the stridulating organ between their leg 1 and leg 2. So basically the organs they used to produce the hissing noises. Some DNA phylogenetic analysis happened, and they decided that the apophysis should belong to the Theraphosa genus. And back in 2008 and 2009, around that time, there were some Theraphosas from Guyana that were imported to Germany and were sold in the pet trade under the name T blondi. And amongst them were a lot of matured males too, and people tried to breed those males with Theraphosa blondi that were imported previously from Guyana, and French Guyana actually. However, those eggs were either infertile or the offsprings were too weak and they all just died before they make it to larval stage. However, grafted females from that same import did produce viable eggs, and the slings looked different from T blondi or T apophysis. They have light markings on their metatarsi and tarsi, like the Theraphosa apophysis, but only on their first 2 legs. So that's when people start to theorize they have something nice, something different. And research by Rudolph and Weiman in 2010 described them as the Theraphosa stirmi, and here we are. But yeah, enough talking, back to the pairing. So as you can see, the female had moved out of her burrow, making contact with the male. Both a lot of tapping between the 2 of them, signaling each other that they are willing to pair. There's a lot of pushing, going back and forth between the 2. The male is tapping a lot with his second and first legs, just signaling the female, I guess. Keeping the female, I wouldn't say distracted, but interested. And I guess it's also in some way tell the female how big he is. Oop. There you can see the female tapping, signaling that she's interested as well. So now that I know the female is also interested, I'm feeling a bit more comfortable leaving the male in there, a bit less supervised, so I don't have to stay close to them with my paintbrush or tongs to separate them. I've paired this particular female 3 or 4 times already. I also have 3 other females at home that I have already paired. So this boy here, he clearly knows what he's doing. And so he's big enough to protect himself too. He's a really big boy, really confident as well. So I just let him do his own thing. But yeah, a lot of pushing back and forth. He's trying to adjust himself to get in line with the female's spermatheca to go for the insertion later on. Just a bit of repositioning again. But yeah, trying to lift the female up. It's a bit hard for stirmi, because as I've mentioned earlier, they do not have the tibial apophysis to hook onto the female's fangs. So what they do instead is they put their front leg, they wrap their front leg around the chesseria of the female to sort of hold their fangs together, so they couldn't open the fangs. But yeah, as you can see, he's clearly doing a good job here. Still trying to find a position that he feels comfortable with to go for the money shot later. A lot of pushing again, lifting the female up, and I'm not sure how long it will take, but it's gonna be a while. he just have to, because the female is really, really big, so it's quite dangerous for him to go underneath her, because she could easily overpower her. Although he is quite a big boy himself, the female is just a lot more heavy than him. Like, she has a very heavier build, so he still has to be quite careful about it. And yeah, he's slightly backing away from the female, trying to find like solid ground to stand on, to anchor himself down to lift the female up. As you can see here, he's pushing again. I was gonna say they were pausing for a bit, but yeah, he's pushing and reaching for the spermatheca again. You can see his pedipalps sort of working away. Oh, sorry about the lighting. Probably knocked over the lamp or something. But yeah, you can sort of see him reaching for the spermatheca, the pedipalps. But yeah, he's backing off again. My lighting probably scared him a little, but you can still see the male tapping, and this time with his pedipalps as well. But yeah, might take a while for them to calm down and feel comfortable to pair again. But yeah, just knocked over the lamp and sort of spooked them out. Well, I mean, the female seemed quite unbothered, so that's a good sign. She didn't like stressed out, freaked out or anything. They just sort of paused. The male's still drumming though, so that's a good sign. He's going for it again, and he's just unbothered about it. Yeah, as you can see here, his pedipalps is right by her abdomen, by the spermatheca. So just a gentle push and he'd be in reach, but I don't know what happened there. He's backing off again, repositioning himself again. Yeah, just a lot of back and forth courting between the two. But both of them got clearly still interested, so I'm not worried about it. The actual insertion can be really quick, but yeah. Alright, he's pushing again, going for it. I think he got a very good position. Oops, something happened there. The female probably just slipped. Nothing to worry about. He's going to go for it again, trying to lift the female up, and maybe this time, maybe he'll get a good position and good insertion. He's backing off again. Well, actually not. He's going in. The pairing can be quite unpredictable sometimes. He is trying to go from the right side, I guess this time. Saw some movement from the female. There we go. That's the insertion. You can sort of see the female's abdomen moving up. It was probably pushed by the pedipalps, but that's a very good insertion. The emboli is probably stuck in the spermatheca. Yep, he got it out. You can sort of see the emboli extended from the pedipalp, and that was the insertion. I guess it was only one insertion from, I'm not sure which side of which pedipalp it was, but that's a very good insertion, and he definitely got the job done. I'm not sure if he's going to go in for a second try, but he's still tangled up with the female, still tapping and signaling her, so he might be going for the second insertion. But I guess the female is not that interested. She's slowly backing into her burrow, and yeah, the male is leaving as well. Very good pairing, very calm and gentle from both sides, and yeah, hopefully I'll get an exact from this species. They are not that easy to breed, but that's why I keep many females, so I have multiple chances, and hopefully one of them will drop an exact. And yeah, the male is out safe, and he got his job done again. Just got to wait for him to make another sperm web, and I'll pair him with one of my other females again. Ideally, if possible, I want to get like 2 pairings, 2 or 3 for each of my females. Yeah, as you can see him walking on the edge of the enclosure. I probably should go and grab his enclosure and move him out of the female's enclosure. But yeah, as you can see, the female is pretty chill, just standing outside of her burrow, thinking to herself what just happened. And there comes the male. accidentally touching her. I think that spooked her a little bit, and she's moving back into her burrow to just hide away, which just goes to show she feels quite comfortable with this enclosure, especially with the hide. She finds it quite comfortable inside that hide underneath that cork bark, and so hopefully that, like, she feels secure enough to produce an exact underneath that cork bark in the future. But yeah, she is like webbing up the entrance of the burrow to sort of like stop other animals, creatures from getting in there. But yeah, you can sort of see the light reflecting off the silk. Just really cool behavior, I would say. Alright, moves the male out of the enclosure now. Moved him back into his own box. So hopefully he'll make a sperm up soon and I can pair him up with another female again. Busy lad. But yeah, I hope you liked my video. If you have watched this far, do consider dropping a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Probably with another pairing video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed and have a good day. Bye bye.